Welcome back to Takabola Gaming. My name is Takabola, and we're going to continue today our run as Italy in Hearts of Iron 4. And a couple of things that I have noticed. Number one, Japan is close to finishing their war goal on Communist China. I want to see what they do with it. If I can get them into my faction, should I invade the German Reich or the Axis, which is something that I am thinking about doing, it would be nice to have Japan on our side in that war, particularly as we fight over here, but it had to be done with China, and I don't want them fighting the Soviet Union and drawing me into fight the Soviet Union, because any plan to invade the Axis involves attacking when they're fighting the Soviets. So that could be a issue. The other thing I've noticed is that we have Free American Empire. We do have a fascist in charge of America. Now, it's not that much, but for now, we're going to cancel the party popularity boost in Russia, or in America here, and we're going to boost party popularity in Romania instead. And also, I'm going to, I think I will, no, that would cost me 0.4. I would like to keep my points. So that's where we're going to be here. So we're going to try and get Romania on our side. We have to essentially lose the neutral foreign policy and lose the care about a war. So probably we're going to try and make them fascist, see if that will help. But we'll see how that happens. We did get one more tank. I'm going to assign that here, and I've also noticed that we have a few naval invasion problems that are happening, as there does appear to be a naval invasion planned for the north coast of Spain. So instead of having these guys hang out in port while I decide if I want this to go or not, I'm going to actually tell them to halt and create a defensive line along here. And hopefully they'll get there in time and they'll be able to help defend against any naval invasion that might be happening or be planning to happen here. So we will go. And we have high levels of resistance. Very high, actually. So, occupied territories. And let's go by resistance. Make sure that it is going here. It's in Greece. It is 32% overall. Now, civilian oversight is there. Now we can do a daily compliance gain. Is less. So the compliance goes down. The compliance held there, but it would make the resistance go down as well. We will worry about it in a moment. The equipment in the garrison is, of course, a lot of infantry equipment, which we have a lot of. It is going down. We are losing it. But we have a lot of it, at least for now. And we are telling this one to go when it's ready. And they are very confident, actually. So what would happen if we just simply took half of them, and we're going to take the other 11, and I'm going to create a fallback line, and I'm going to assign those 11 and this one here. So it's ready to go. You guys patrol this area. You guys are a strike force, and you guys do the whole protect the invasion thing. And I will yep, there they go. As long as they take the port, we should be able to land. Alright, so these 12, delete this order, and come up to the port, just stand here. Like I said, as long as they land and they take this port, they should be okay. We do have some Turkish troops that are moving around. And let's make sure this happens here, and then our goal, of course, is to get the steel-rich areas of the east. But moving all the way over there could prove difficult. We'll find out. As France continues to take Ethiopia away from me, and I've pretty much been completely stopped from anything. I'm now fighting for France to take things, and I don't like that. I might tell my troops to just move here. Alright, so offensive line here with 24. Divisions, and we will at least take to here. That's the goal. And we'll keep these guys going. We should at least keep these in port, but we'll keep the patrols going for now. And I don't want to fight for France to gain land. So I want you to halt. And I'm going to create a fallback line back here. I want all of you on it. We're not fighting for France to take land. And I will eventually probably, if France can hold this on its own, I'll just move these troops over to help in India. So let's at least watch what happens here. I'm going to tell you to go because I don't think there's very much resistance right now. They would like to send me support equipment. I would like them to send me support equipment. There doesn't appear to be much of anything in terms of resistance. And yeah, we were the only people helping here. So the UK is there. Now Japan did declare war on Communist China, and Communist China was in the Comintern. So Japan is now at war with the Soviet Union. which means that I don't want them involved. But if the Axis does attack the Soviet Union, then we might not have much choice. What I don't want is I really, really don't want the UK to overwhelm France here and let the UK actually take all the way back up into Egypt. That would be kind of a bad scenario, almost a worst case scenario. But I really would like to have more troops available over here in India, because we're going to be spreading out. So here is the naval invasion. Let's create the front line here. And we will delete the fallback line. Assign everyone to here and go. Push them back. And yeah, so the China is now in the Comintern. It is what it is. Wait a minute, China joined the Soviet Union? No. Okay. Thought they had, like, literally joined the Soviet Union. And we want to make sure that our units get out of there. You can see that they are not listening to instructions overly well. So we are definitely going to need more troops. So hopefully Turkey, Spain, and the like send some troops over. But otherwise, we're just going to have to use some untrained troops. We need some more steel. I do think that perhaps taking India before messing with the UK would be a good thing. Now, obviously, if we can get these units back there, it will help to do that. You know, they're closer, they can help out faster, but these units would get their training on the field if we need to. Yeah, that naval invasion is done. For now, we'll just have them come over here, create a front line between create a front line. Thank you. Between the rivers here. And your goal is Delhi. And so that's 1942. We are very close to 1941. It would only be a 0.27 years ahead of time. I think that doing construction speed here is going to be good. Go ahead and get that done, get that started. And that's the question. Do we just send them out untrained? And they would get training out in the field, but just don't think I want to risk that. We'll just use the 12 for now. We'll see what this winds up looking like, what the British decide to do now that we've essentially given them the territory. And let's see if there's an airport over here that we can go to, because obviously we are going to be having air problems. That's not currently a thing. And I don't know where there would be an airport. We might take Delhi with just these units. They continue to spread out. And we can go ahead and delete this. So, do we do the air innovatives? Let's go ahead and do that one, get that over with. Because we could just go ahead and do training, we could get some more stuff. We are in the sea. We are into the sea, which is very good. They're on their way to India. And England is pushing back, which is good. If we can make France lose Ethiopia, then we get it back. We really only care about this state. That's the state with the rubber. So let's actually edit our fallback line to try and allow for the loss of Ethiopia so we can gain it back. Because if we take it, it will automatically go to us. And we don't need to be patrolling any longer. We don't need that. Hello. They keep trying. Galicia and Rio de Oro. Let's see what's going to happen with this fight and whether France loses. Because obviously if England has all their troops spread out, then there is a weakness to potentially exploit. Yep, they pushed it up. Pushed them off. Where's my troops here? They're getting to Africa. The last of the troops are over here. So they're on their way. They'll make it eventually. If we can force the British Raj to capitulate, that would be amazing for us. Could even actually, take a look at British Malaya or the Dutch East Indies. That'd be really resource rich. Alright, so Spain is over here. So I'm going to actually delete this line, and I'm going to tell you to have an offensive line. No. Halt. Stop. To have an offensive line of definitely Delhi. And go. I am well aware that in order for this to work, we're going to have some help. But if it does work, if we can make it happen, then we can get the British Raj to capitulate to us. It would undoubtedly go to us. Oh, they're Northwest Africa naval invasion. Well, hopefully you're ready. Now this is done. If we had naval superiority, they'd feel they could do it. And my units here are traveling across Arabia, as you do. They're canceling the Lend-Lease, and it does appear that France is going to try and hold. I hope they can. I'm going to go ahead and take half of my units and assign them there. We're going to still try and protect the Suez, protect Egypt, etc. But again, I'm not fighting for France to gain land. I'm also kind of aware that my best general is not in this fight. And I would like to change that. Yes, he was in the fight? Who are you? Oh, okay. So he was actually leading the forces. So this is going well. The only question is whether we can invade England. And France continues to get more war score. That's kind of split up between France and Germany. And France will hopefully use their war score on some of Africa when that happens. So I can use my 40-something% to get what I want in terms of land, which is mostly, you know, Iraq, their stuff in Arabia, particularly the UAE, and the Suez. Well, the rest of the Mediterranean. And southern England itself. If I have any left over, we might get some from India. Could be an interesting peace deal. But yeah, so this is working out really, really well. You can see that we do have some units that are already there, and it does appear that we're going to win that no problem. So, not sure if we should assign the divisions to that or not. I don't think we do. I think we want to assign a new offensive line here-ish and tell them to get all of this area to start. That's to start. Let's lose the capitulated nations. The British Raj is headed that direction. Research. All right. So we will continue to use our army points. If I had more light tanks or more artillery or things, then I might try and make these of 20 width, but right now I don't have much. I did add an engineer company or maintenance company at one point, but you know, I don't have light tanks. So as good as that would be, I don't have it. Now we might be able to add a say infantry division, like an anti-tank or an artillery or something like that, but I think we're going to leave that be. Can I train more? Mountaineers? How many can I train? And what are these at? They're 12. Would it be that you still want to do artillery? No, because they don't have any mountain. You know, the movement there, that's not what we want. So I guess it's just more mountaineers. Remove. So a 10 mountaineers would put us over the forces, special forces limit. Okay. Infantry. That's at least less. Field hospital. We want some recon. Let's at least do that. Get our mountaineers a little bit better off. Ooh, the fall of Vladislav. So Japan is actually pushing over here somewhat well. And hey, kudos to you. We still don't have any of these units in place. Why are you doing anything? Get out of there. Stop wasting my fuel. Let's go ahead and research the artillery. Benefit, make it a little bit better. That was the only research I had, right? Yes. We're close to upgrading our submarines. That's the word I'm looking for. So, yeah, taking over Pakistan over here. And I don't think there's any Axis troops that are involved in this invasion. France is holding its own over here in Ethiopia. I think I could probably send all the rest of my troops there if I wanted. For now, I'm going to actually tell you to delete all your orders and form an area defense over here. Come on. Don't need that one. And I'm just going to have you defend that. Mainly the coastline. I don't need you to guard air bases or forts or anything. Just guard the coastline against naval invasion. So we've done the submarines, we've done some carriers. Let's go ahead and get the destroyer, or not carrier. And I'm going to wait for this ship to be deployed before I actually upgrade it. But yeah, I'm going to trust that France is going to hold this line. Could be a stupid decision, but it's a decision I'm going to make. So look, when you get there, just go, because they're not waiting for us. So, and I think I'm going to end this episode here. If you liked this episode, please do comment and subscribe down below. Like this episode down there as well. The little thumbs up, that does really help. Everything, including my morale. And I think this is going really well. We should be able to take India and all of the rich resources of India, and that will help. And then we'll see if we can get some naval superiority going up here in the UK. Even just a brief amount, and we can launch a naval invasion into the United Kingdom, and hopefully we can have a few more troops ready to go and just flood the UK and end the war and get ready for the next one. So I've been Taco Gaming, and I will see you next time.